Ahí está.
Oh, creo que estoy transmitiendo en el canal. Sí, creo que ya estamos.
Ya,
Sí, estamos en vivo. Okay.
pero
Okay, so
falta...
we are finally, yeah, we are here with the one and only Josemir. He's going to be the co-host. The co-host is a co-conductor, by the way. Now, the question is, how do I share this shit with the people? So, I guess let me check. If I go to my other YouTube channel, uh, okay, let me check. I'm sure if there must be a way to share this link. Da, da, da. Too much technology for this shit. Okay, the comments are gonna be here in the right. Okay, there is one guy watching. Now the question is, maybe that guy is you, Yosemir. So, ¿cómo
Ok.
putas comparto esta vaina? Ah,
¿Qué quieres compartir?
el enlace del en vivo. So I want to share that on my. Oh, I think I know how. Give me a second. Uncle
No,
Balta, let me
no,
try to do this
no
shit.
es,
Okay,
no es que
yeah,
tú...
it's
Ok.
yeah. I am here. Okay, okay. I know how to do this. Okay, Control C. Let me try to go to my uh, 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 do, 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 do. Okay, I just shared the link with the people. So, okay, now we have 4 people. Yeah, and I think now we're getting some traction. So, everybody who's connecting, feel free to leave your comment, your question. My friend Josemir is going to read all the questions that you have with your name. So, he's going to mention your name and your questions. Josemir, I want to check the audio. So, are you there, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, yeah. Excellent. Excellent. We are okay. This is gonna be like the bolding live event. We're going to answer regular questions. So we're going to start answering one question. I mean, I'm talking like thinking that this shit is going to replay later, right? So I'm trying to go in advance with the topic that we care about. There's one question that I'm receiving in a regular basis that is how to invite a woman, how to go out with a woman, how to tell her to go on a date. So we are going to answer that. Also, we're going to check perhaps some fitness tips, some financial tips. But before continue, Mr. Yosemir, how your day is going? Yosemir,
How do you how do you how do you say how I invite a girlfriend to go out?
oh,
Maybe.
today you had a day today.
No, 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 no. This is maybe I can understand the question.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no. My question was, how is your day going? So how are you doing today?
Nothing. Well, work like a slave,
Like a black.
like a black slave.
Yeah.
Then maybe to do some exercise. And well, now with you,
That's
it's a pleasure
it's-
to help you,
you
to
you are
support you.
you are doing the inauguration. Okay, we have
Uh,
a comment here. So I need to. Okay, hello uncle. Reading from Surco. Okay, we have
okay.
Melo. So, okay, I got it. I got it. So the comments start to pop up in there. Can you see the comments, Yosemir? There's
Yes, of
one. Do you
course.
see that? Okay, okay. Now,
But
when the next comment appear, let me know if you can, because there is a button that says show. Hay un botoncito que dice mostrar. Let me check if you can show the. Okay, okay.
I
So,
can I can see the button to show the comment.
okay, beautiful, beautiful. So next comment that pop up, our friend Josemir is going to read your name and your comment. Feel free to ask your questions. We are going to do this perhaps for 40 minutes. Okay, can you show the next message, Josemir, and also read the name of the person giving asking the question?
Okay, Alexis Medina. He says, Master, I have one question for you about the current financial field.
Okay, feel free to ask, my friends. That's why we're doing this shit, to ask, to answer all your questions. So please ask your question, Mr. Alexis. By the way, Josemir, do you have Bitcoin?
I don't use Bitcoin. I never research about this topic. This is the reason I don't.
You really value your money.
Yes, but I don't know.
You-
Maybe it's time to research about this topic. Maybe for the future.
Yeah, my little tip is if you see Bitcoin going below $60,000, put some money in it. But now it's still expensive now. Okay, can you read the follow up question, please, Yosemir?
Okay, okay. Alexis Medina says, what you do about the Bitcoin in this moment is moment to buy?
Okay, that's a great question. It's so good. We finally are pulling this shit out. You know, we're moving this ship together. So now, my the last time I checked, the price was $102,104,000. So, in my opinion, it's still expensive. I don't want to give financial advice, but if I were you, I will wait until 80 or $70,000, and in that moment, I will put some money. So the chance that if it goes to $70,000 and then bounce to $200, $220, you 3x your money. But now, in my opinion, it's still a little expensive. So that's my take on Bitcoin. By the way, only invest in Bitcoin if you don't have other personal investments to do, right? If you can put some publicity under your name, it's better to put the publicity. But the other option, yes, Bitcoin. Okay, we have 9 people. Holy shit, we are growing here. We have 9 people following this live events. You know, I will take a screenshot for this moment just for
For the beginning.
for the memory. 9 people. Holy shit, we are crashing this live event. So okay, let's do something while we are waiting for more questions. By the way, if someone want to ask in Spanish, feel free to ask in Spanish, and Yosemir is going to translate. He has a TOEFL level of English. By the way, Yosemir, do you have topics, something that we can bring to the table while we wait for more questions?
Some topic. Well, I'm going to tell my topic next. This question
Okay, okay.
for
What is it?
lead
We have
Taurot.
a lot of questions now. So finally, so okay,
No.
okay. So let's just start reading one by one. Please, let's start with one and give me the name, and we start answering in order.
Okay, okay. Well, the first question is from Little Taurot. He say, Uncle, greetings. He's how I can to flirt with a university girls.
Okay, okay. I have a question, Josemir. Can you show that question in the main window, in the main screen? Because
No, 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 I can't. I don't have
okay, so
the
oh,
option.
okay, okay, okay. I just put it there. Okay, okay. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, so what was the question? How to flirt, right? Oh,
Yes, with the
university girls.
university girls.
Interesting. You know, interesting enough, usually university girls want to date guys that are not in the university. So that's kind of the first take. And the other one is it's all about finding who needs what. You know, some women needs money. If you are a university student, you don't want to go for those ladies because you don't have money. But what you can do is try to bring them, perhaps take them to the beach, take them to an exotic place. What is the best feeling or emotion that you can offer to the woman? That's the question. But university is a how can I say it? It's a nice time, but it's not the best time of their lives. For most guys, it's a sexual time. For women they crash during university. But yes, it is what it is. Okay, let's continue. Do we have more questions, Yosemir?
Of course. For example, Jose Florencio says, "Hi Balta, would you like to show for Twitch or Kick?"
Oh, okay, that's an interesting question. Well, so far, I think we need to focus in one platform. Uh, my opinion, if we diversify the platform, we are going to water down. Le vamos a bajar la potencia al YouTube, right? So I think we should focus in one platform. So YouTube is so far the ones that I have more people. But perhaps if you know one influencer that want to invite me to another platform, I'm very happy to participate in Spanish, English, Chinese, Italian, any language. Okay, let's go to the next one, Mr. Yosemir.
Okay, okay. FLBEC. Rare name.
Yeah. Those are
he
their porn user. Their porn user. This is how they think the minors say porn. Okay, let's
he,
continue.
he say talk about that asteroid atlas. Good topic. You think
Yeah,
is a all fake news?
that's interesting. I mean, I don't think it's that fake news. If you check the fact that they try to get us distracted with different things, right? Like riots, manifestaciones, get us distracted with all the political shit. I think they have been trying to cover this atlas for a while. So, in my opinion, it's not a distraction. I think those are the real UFOs. Now, I can be full of shit. What is your take on that, Josemir?
My what?
What is your opinion on that?
I don't know, but it's a lot of things that the TV show for the people that you don't know what do need to believe in different
Yeah.
things. I prefer to be quiet, to be
No,
to be okay.
don't give a opinion.
Don't fill my mind of bullshit. It's part
Yeah.
to be in peace for me.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
me.
That's a good take. Don't get too much noise from outside. Yeah, for sure. Also, perhaps the biggest news that nobody's talking about is the debasement of currency. That there is a high chance that something is going to happen with the dollar or with the stock market, because that's why the gold, el oro, is going up. Because last time that the gold went up so fast was before COVID. So now it's going up. What is going to happen? That's the question. Do we have more questions, Yosemite, in the comments?
Of course, of course. um, Joseph Mendoza, he say, Calvito, do you recommend studying another language after mastering English?
Okay, this is an interesting one. That's a good question. So, yeah, this is usually we say two is better than one, right? So the problem is that after you learn, you never finish learning English, and when you want to learn a third language, you're going to take time away from English. So the only reason I would suggest a third language is if you are going to a country like Brazil or Italy, where you actually need that other language. But if not, my humble opinion is it's better to stick with English and try to master as much as possible. I know many people that speak four languages, but they speak like shit the four languages. So it's better to be comfortable enough so you can have a good conversation with other people. And I can tell you, most of the time I talk with Brazilians, with Italians in English, so most people handle the language. The better you are with the language, the more successful you will be getting doing your networking in other places. That was a good answer, I guess. Actually,
Good
yeah.
answer.
Okay, let's go, Yosemite. Let's go with more questions.
Let's go. Let's go.
I think this shit have
Well,
future. I'm starting to feel like some traction. 19 people, holy shit. Okay, we're going to do a 15, no, 20 minutes. Let's be generous. 20 more minutes. Um, yes, let's go. Mr. There's one that is asking about El Chombo, right? What is his name?
George G29.
Yeah, what happened with El Chombo? Okay, this is a. I believe El Chombo is a smart guy. By the way, the same question I received yesterday in Baltanet. So El Chombo is a smart guy. So I know that he understands that if he just keep doing this podcast, people are going to get bored, se van a aburrir, right? So that's why he stopped in a moment. And my understanding is that he's going to continue doing his YouTube music channel. So eventually you will see El Chombo there. By the way, Daddy Yankee just dropped a new song 1 hour ago. In the first hour of his new song, he got 500,000 views, 500,000 vistas in 1 hour. Insane. Daddy Yankee. You can check his last song, but check the song after this live, motherfuckers. Don't leave this live. Support this bald guy. Okay, what else, Yosemite? What is cooking in the comments area?
Balta, Brian Martin say, do you know to Adria Sola Pastor?
Who the fuck is that? Can you Google that name? Can you Google that name, Yosemite, and tell us who the fuck is that guy?
I don't know, but Brian want to point of view about this person.
Okay, I don't know who's that guy. Perhaps the next time we can have a glance to know who's that. Yeah, maybe next time we can have
Then
some video too. We can
the next,
like who the fuck is it?
good video,
Okay.
good video.
Do we have more questions so we can check?
Yes, of course, of course. Megaloco XX per name too.
Yeah, XXX. Yeah.
He say, is it bad to have 5 meals a day when go to the gym? And why? I hear here in Peru the proteins power isn't very good.
Yeah. Okay, so the problem with 5 meals is that you are spiking your insulin to insulina. So each time that you eat, you have a spike in insulin. When you spike your insulin many times per day, the absorption of nutrients decrease. So even if you have good quality of protein, good quality of carbs and fats, you're not going to absorb them in the right way. And the other problem is that you are digesting all day long. Because I used to eat 5 meals a day. I can tell you, it took me a while to believe that less meals was better. It took me a while. Some people told me, and I didn't believe. Oh, these motherfuckers, they don't know. When I started doing 2 meals a day, I saw a big difference. Better absorption. I had more energy. Now I'm doing 1 meal a day. Even with 1 meal a day is the best thing you can do. But for most people, I will say sustainable 2 meals a day. And always in those 2 meals a day, you need to cover all your macronutrients, especially proteins. People forget the proteins. And also, he mentioned something in the comments. He mentioned something about the quality of the protein powders. Yeah, the protein powders, collagen is one of the best sources that you can do. If you are going to buy whey protein, always check that it's whey protein. Most proteins are called whey protein, but they are not whey protein. Okay, what is the next one, Mr. J? I call you Mr. J. That sounds
Mr.
like a
J.
rapper, like a
Sound good,
not like a
sound good.
rapper, but like a rapist. Yeah,
Ragnar Storm, good name too. He
yeah.
say he a politics opinion. Uncle Balta, Mexico is on fire right now. A president in Michoacan was assassinated. What is
Oh
your
shit!
opinion?
So he's saying that they killed the president.
Yes, killed Michoacan president. Or
Interesting. We need to. Okay, that would be a good topic for the next YouTube channel in Spanish. By the way, uh, I'm not expert in Mexican politics, as you can imagine, but I heard this guy. He's a Mexican that show up in Joe Rogan podcast, and what I know is that most of the presidents in Mexico are kind of cartels presidents. So there are different cartels in Mexico, and each one have their own candidate. So usually the one that is going to be in power is already one that is part of this cartel. So I guess it's what we call in Spanish ajuste de cuentas, right? So somebody else want to put their own president, but that's a good topic for the next YouTube video in Spanish. So thank you for that. Um, by the way, Yosemir, next time we need to find a way to drop some images on this shit. Maybe we can drop. Okay, but maybe it's the problem with images is that then we get distracted with the farandula, all the shit. But okay, what is the next one?
Guillermo Freitas says, "Hey Balta, what do you think about the British accent? I heard that some girls find it sexy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and also some
they
gays too. Some gays too.
they might let you into exclusive places because there is a belief that Europeans have a great purchasing power.
Yes, for sure. And also, is I don't know if it's the same in Spanish. I think a lot of ladies get horny with the Colombian accent and with the I don't know if with the Argentinian, but with the Colombian accent, a lot of ladies get horny. So it's quite the same in the British. It's kind of sounds elegant because they pronounce well there, and they have like authority when they are talking. They know how to do the poses. And also it's like the British people, they have a lot of attitude. It's like the Argentinians, but from the European side. Yeah, it's Brad Lee. If you want to sound cool, you can listen Brad Lee. The other one that is even though it's black, is the Diary of a CEO, Diario de un CEO. If you want to check some British accent, Diary of a CEO. The other one is Mother Wisdom. Mother Wisdom, he's a British guy in Texas, but he's also British. So the way he speaks sounds like a thick dick. Suena como pingón. So if you want to sound pingón, go for the British accent. Now, if you want to sound mandingo, go for the African accent. Today I share a video on the WhatsApp channel of the African accent. There are different accents, by the way. Most people only know the British and the American, but there are like, I don't know, like more than 50 type of accents. Okay, let's go with the next one.
The next one. Well, there are greets. Well, Eduardo Rabanal says, "Hi, Jose. Thanks for sharing your wisdom. My question is how do you fit Armando, no? To be healthy and strong
That's an
for your pet?"
interesting. That's an interesting one because I used to give cookies to Armando. I used to give a dog show, but when he turned 6 years old, I remember I sent him for X-rays, echo, una ecografía. He was full of cysts of cysts. Cysts son tumores. He had a lot of little cysts, and I was like, "Oh, this is fucked up." So then I switched to natural food. When I'm saying natural food, I'm talking sweet potato, meat, and suddenly Armando recovered. Now, a little trick, if you because they told me that I should look for a nutritionist, for a veterinarian nutritionist. But easy way to fix that problem is you go to GPT and you tell, I have a little pit bull of 30 kilos. Can you give me a diet for him? And GPT is going to tell you. Basically, I mean, depends on each dog, but more or less it's like rice, meat, sweet potato, some vegetables, and if you can buy some supplements, it's going to help. If you have like a old dog, Geriox is like a supplement for old dogs. That is also going to help. Do you have a dog, Yosemir?
No, I have a. I don't know the name in English.
Guinea pig?
Periquitos australianos.
Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Those are beautiful. Those are very, very nice.
Mm,
Um, I remember the male, los machos, they have like a blue nose, and the female, they have brown nose.
brown nose, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pets, but are very
Noisy.
it's easy to noisy, and it's difficult to take care because sometimes he flying all the house.
Yeah, yeah.
You have you might to be care with the no don't escape of the house. No?
Totally.
It's okay.
We
Well,
used
the
to
next
have
question.
70. We used to have 70, 70, imagine. We used to have 70 those Australian periquitos in my house long time ago. Long time. Okay, let's go with the next one.
Okay. The next question.
Yeah.
Uncle Balta, would you recommend to be more productive during the day? I'm trying to get rid of the bad habits, but it's very hard.
Okay, that's a good one. What is the name of the person?
I'm sorry, Eduardo. I am
Okay.
excited. I am excited.
No, he's jerking off. Se está haciendo la paja ahorita acá. Okay, so this is the okay. Let's try to go for the elephant in the room, right? So I think one of the worst habits is like try to just move without having an agenda, like a plan. So tu agendita. I would say the agenda is number one, right? So another thing that I have seen is people like trying to write a lot of activities, just trying to fill the paper without thinking which are the most important activities. Each day should have like three important activities, no more than three. Three. So those are like your anchors, tus anclas, you put it there, right? The other one is ask the sequence. What is the best order to handle the activities? For example, going to the gym, most people are better off going to the gym in the morning because at the end of the day, they are going to be lazy. So, when is easier to do the activity? There is something that they call eat the frog, comerte sapo. So, no el sapo de la hembra, no the pussy frog, but the sapo is the ugly activity. So, you want to send the ugliest activities when you have more energy, right? And also try to have like a team. So if you are a lazy person, try to have disciplined friends so you can do like exercise together. Let's work out together. For example, now we are doing this with Josemir, so we both schedule 9 p.m. We cannot be lazy because we already told each other, hey, we have to be at this hour. And perhaps the last but not least is uninstall all the bullshit apps. That's a big one. What is the biggest distraction nowadays is TikTok and Instagram for most guys, and video games. So all those apps must leave the cell phone. There is a high chance that you are destroying your life if you have TikTok in your cell phone or if you have Instagram. Even if you only use it here and there, still I would suggest to take it out. Yosemir, do you have a extra bad habit that perhaps we can mention here?
Bad habit.
Yeah.
Mm, I don't know. Maybe in my case, for example, uh, I am a lot of time on my house. It's easy to lose the path, no, the good path. I try to, like you say, to have take a notes to take a to do list to do during the day. No, it's easy to lose the path, like you say.
And by the way, for people who are a lot of time in the house, like Yosemir, it's good to have like a breaks where we do other activity. For example, I try every 3 hours, never stay in this house more than 3 hours. Always every 3 hours, or go to the market to buy something, or try to walk the dog. Always every 3 hours, try to have a break, because if we are like 5 hours, 6 hours in one room, it's annoying. And then you start to feel tired. You don't feel tired because you are working a lot, even if you're working, but you feel tired because there's lack of movement. Movement give us energy. That was a good question, the bad habits one. That's, by the way, I'm thinking about doing these live events twice per week. So today we will have one 9 p.m. We started. I mean, we didn't start 9, but we tried to start at 9. And Sunday we will have another one 9 p.m. also English only. Okay, well, let's go with the next one.
Okay. Mega Loco XX. Ah, no, I'm sorry. George G 2029. He say, Uncle Balta, lately I think some histories on Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram are made to distract and drain the people's energy, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I feel down when I see other guys doing their things.
Yeah, that's happening a lot. That's the, how can I say? That's why it's good to find the sweet spot of social media. I found out that if you open social media only 10 or 15 minutes in the morning, and perhaps only 10 minutes in the afternoon, twice, always the same amount of time, Facebook gives you the best content as possible. And if one day you connect and there is no content, you reduce the time even more. The biggest mistake we can do is, when we don't find content, keep scrolling. Because when Zuckerberg realized that we are scrolling, he give us even less content to make us there. So it's like teaching your whatever you consume, right? I like only Facebook because I only consume it from the PC. I never consume social media from the cell phone. And also, I try to avoid stories, because for some reason stories are more addicting than the feeds. I guess it's because you don't need to scroll, so it's too easy to jump from one to the other. Okay, let's go with the next one. What is the next
Let's
question?
The next question. Carlos Maruri say, "Hey Uncle Balda, can you give some advice about my TikTok accounts? Maybe
Okay,
dance or."
so how to run a TikTok account, or what he mentioned?
He mentioned, for example, only TikTok account. Maybe how to improve the visits.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not specific.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, my TikTok, I think, is 50,000 followers without effort. And I can tell you, TikTok is easy. TikTok is so fucking easy. Just try to record exotic things. Even you don't need to appear on the videos. One of my videos is 400,000 views without appearing, just recording something that was it was an apartment that was 32 square meters, 32 metros cuadrados. I was like, oh, this is obscene. How you can do a 32 square meters? Also, the other one that I was complaining about, this thing that sprays odors, que bota olores in the gym. So, for example, you need to find what topics fits with you. You can use your TikTok to to complain about shit. You can record funny things, but try to find a theme. Encuentra una temática. That will be the first one. And also, let's remember that TikTok is for top of the funnel. Remember your sales funnel, tu embudo de ventas. TikTok is just to show awareness. Hey, I'm exist. But the idea of TikTok is also sending people to the next part that I will suggest your website. Try to send from your TikTok to your website or to your WhatsApp. Don't send from the TikTok to the Instagram because that is stupid. You want from TikTok and from Instagram, send directly to your website or to your WhatsApp. Those two. Okay, let's go with the next one.
Um, Interesting question. Alexander Labrin say the mood has a intermediate level.
The moon or what?
The mood. He talks about me. The mood, the moderador.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So he likes you. Yeah.
He want my.
Yeah, he was your dick. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, Yosemite is good. He has been in the community a long time, and Yosemite is a charismatic guy. Now he's not showing his face not because he's fucking ugly. No, not for that reason, but because I think especially for this part of the podcast, it's good to hide the identity. Because sometimes the backlash is hard. So the last guest that I had, el pelado negro calvo, he was attacked by his family, after we did some videos. So that's why I prefer we are protecting our co-hosts. We know their names, but you don't see them.
Oh, okay.
But,
There are two comments about the Mexican politicians.
yeah, interesting.
Okay, I'm going to read. Mega Loco say the guy assassinated was the governor from Michoacan. He was fighting with the narco cartels for a while, but sadly got murdered a few days ago. And Ragnar Storm, he complete the idea. He say he was a president of a city named Uruapan. He was killed in a plain sight in celebration of the Dia de los Muertos. Basically, he was against the caster openly. Why you're loud? It's a
Mira,
sadly idea.
the,
It's
sí. So, el Día de los Muertos de Cuba. So
lo-
what a celebration. That was a literal celebration. But
uh,
well, that's how that I mean, drugs in Mexico are. I mean, drugs in Mexico are worse than drugs in Colombia because Colombia export the drug, but the delinquency is the worst cartels are in Mexico. Here in Peru, if you realize the drugs are very subtle here. It's like we have, I think here we have what is his name? Quispe. There's like the name of this huge narco that we have. Quispe Palomino. I think this Quispe Palomino family is like the one that they run the coke, la coca. But it's not like Colombia. There are many cartels, and it's not like Mexico that they destroy each other. So well, we will do more research about that on the YouTube channel in Spanish. That's a good topic. We have
um,
25 people. It surprised me. Okay, let's go for 10 extra minutes. Do we have more questions?
yeah, of
Oh,
course.
plenty of questions. Holy shit, there are many questions.
Carlos Maruri completed the question before. He wanted to advise about the TikTok accounts.
Okay.
He completed the idea. He say, my account is about cannabis, a
Okay.
cartoon that give advice. No? I have gained uh, 8.4 thousand followers in 3 months.
Nice.
Nice. How can I monetize outside TikTok with depending on its monetizations?
Monetization. Yeah, I mean, if we are talking about cannabis, I think we know what you have to do, right? So, well, also the question is, where are the people from? Because that happen a lot on TikTok. On TikTok, usually you get people from different countries. So, if you have a digital product, that is a nice way to monetize the foreign audience, la audiencia extranjera, right? With digital products. Now, you can go to GPT Grok and ask, hey, can you show me 20 types of digital products? And you will be surprised. From all those type of digital products, you are going to find one that fits with your way to handle the information or the solution that you want to give. But if you have people in your country, I don't know where is he from, if he's from Peru, Colombia, Mexico, but for those people that you have in your country, try to send them to a WhatsApp channel so you can sell them the cannabis, or you can sell them. There are different. My understanding is that the cannabis have a variety of products, so you can sell physical products to the people that live in your country. Especially when you start, it's easier to sell physical products. When you are well known by your audience, digital products are possible. But at the beginning, try to stick with the physical products.
Good. Good.
Sorry, I don't want to get distracted, but just to give you an idea, if you want to monetize views on YouTube or TikTok, you need like thousands of views, you know. But when you sell physical products or services on your account, just with one sale a day, you are good. Maybe one sale means, I don't know, like 200 soles, 300 soles. So just one customer is good enough. Okay, let's continue, Joseph.
Well, the next question is by Randy Ibanez.
Yeah.
He say, do you recommend starting by selling high tickets products? He put like a exercise, uh, 200 soles or
Yeah.
more. I work in imports and see many selling cheap items but not making sales.
Yeah. So what is the name of the person?
Randy Ibanez.
Okay, okay. So usually you want to sell something that you are comfortable with. So most people, when they start, they are not comfortable selling high ticket unless that you come from a wealthy family, and high ticket for you is nothing, right? So that's the benefit when you come from wealthy family. Like you're used to see a lot of money. But if you are starting, I would suggest try to move whatever you can move at the beginning. Try to sell something that you have in your house. In my case, was my Game Boy Color, $50. Once that you sell $50 or 100 soles, you are comfortable with that. So the next time how can I sell 150 soles? Now, selling higher ticket is not just increasing the price. That's what most people know. Just increase the price. No, no. Usually, selling higher ticket is adding more value, layers of value. So, if we are talking about, let's try to talk about supplements. That is what I understand the best. So, how can we, instead of selling 1 kilo of Babylonio, I sell directly 5 kilos of Babylonio? For example, 1 kilo, I charge for 1 kilo like 160 soles, and 5 kilos, I charge 400 soles. So it's kind of the price of 1 kilo is inviting them to buy directly the 5 kilos. And that's how you create your high ticket. You start increasing the price of the basic offer to motivate the people to buy the higher ticket, and you want to always increase the average ticket sale. But as we mentioned at the beginning, you always start very simple. Start with 50 soles, 100 soles. Any sale is a sale at the beginning. And before Josemir continue with the next one, something worth mentioning is that at the beginning you're going to say yes to everything, but eventually with the time you learn that you have to say no to some deals, because there are some deals that they become too small and they distract you from the big from the higher tickets. But baby steps. Okay, so let's continue, Mr. Yosemir.
Okay, okay, let's continue. Okay, Mau Cross, he said, hi, Uncle Balta. How many secrets do you have for people with power in Peru?
Okay,
He want the secrets of the powerful people.
so how they become powerful, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the well, there is a lot of corruption, just to say that, and also it's like they create circles of power, so they help each other and they punish any person that try to enter in their circles. So that's why, for example, the banks, there are 4 banks that are very powerful. If you want to start your own bank, those 4 are going to come for you. The same happen in all industries, education. So that's why if we want to start in business, you want to niche down your audience. You want to target an audience that is not attractive for these big elites. Let me show you the example with English, for example. In English, I target a very tailored group, that is guys that are a little bit pervert, that like to study online, that they want to enjoy the process. So it's a very, very small niche that the regular schools are not trying to target. And also now I don't teach English. I make people practice English between them. So when you start, you don't want to compete with the big people. You want to create your own poem, tu pequeña pecera. And as soon as you start growing, you can become more powerful. You team up with other people, te unes con otras personas. And when you team up, when you team up with other people, now you can fight not the biggest fish, but the medium fish. Baby steps, you start to grow. But in our country, there is a lot of corruption, so we need to be careful. And sometimes people that looks like your friends, they are willing to betray you just to gain some extra money or popularity sometimes. So we need to be careful. By the way, that's a good topic. I think it's time to wrap this call. We are already 41 minutes. I want to thank Josemir. We are going to do another live event this Sunday, 9 p.m., and also Wednesday and Sundays, 9 p.m., we're going to start doing live events. Feel free to drop your questions in the future. So we are going to shut this thing, finalizar transmisión. Let me check.